Good Sunday morning, everybody. This is Jason, Zombie Collector, if you will, doing a most of the time loved, sometimes loathed, deep thoughts video here in beautiful Anderson, Indiana. So I have a topic because the public demanded me have a topic. I haven't done one in a while, and so I thought, I've been getting so many fan letters and just, emails and people blowing up my MySpace page, asking me to do another one. So I figure I should do one. And my next one I feel like is something that it affects a lot of us in the card community. And it is oversaturation of product and product runs. And I hear from people like Phil Filmington, check out his channel, and people like JT, Triple Crown 24, people who are kind of like more in the know and kind of keep track of these things, among other people, I'm sure. That, there's a Mike O, another guy, that the print runs of a lot of this product is bringing us back to the glory days of the junk era. Now I feel like a lot of times people feel like it's not that big of a deal. It couldn't be as bad as it used to be because there's so much more grandeur in these products than before, with autographs and relics and refractors and super refractors and mojo refractors and nitroglycerin drop refractors and napalm bomb refractors and rainbows, taste the rainbow, San Francisco rainbows, rainbows the world over, upside down rainbows, it's just everything, and numbered cards, numbered to 1 to 1 bajillion. But the thing is that it has to eventually burst, right? Just like the years of, or the days of yesteryear with junk era from 86-ish to 92, 93, something like that. It's kind of like the real, I would say, junk era time. People just, almost laugh at it. And I think that, even though I love that stuff, and we all know, you go to my channel, I'm not speaking ill of it in a negative way, but we're also not joking with each other when we say that it was mass-produced, quality was questionable, and there was just people, they're just making stuff just to make it, to try to make money as quick as they can. And I feel like we're in that kind of thing now where there's just more and more products to choose from. The print runs continue to go up. And you just kind of lose track of what it is. And people, say, well, a lot of these guys are doing super short prints of this. And, there's only certain players that you can find in this product or whatnot. But no one really knows what's going on with the print runs. I mean, there could be cases upon cases just strewn around the United States, and sometimes we have a lot of people who buy this stuff up, and then we don't know where it is, and I just feel like at the same time, we have to be careful that we don't get sucked into the junkpocalypse again, that we spend so much money on all these bajillion Vlad Guerrero Jr. cards and Peter Alonso and Fernando Tatis Jr., cards, and all these other guys. I'm sure I'm not remembering their names. And, we're not, just getting ridiculous. We're not chasing them so much so that we're driving the prices up for just to come down and crash upon us. I did a little check-in last night, and Shohei Ohtani, who we all know started out pretty hot, and then I have a lot of hope for him still. But, this year was a pretty, conservative year. He didn't pitch, and he was shut down towards the end of the year and all that. That's fine. But he's only played in America for essentially a full year, if you really think of it, because the amount of time he's been hurt and pulled off the field and things of that sort. And the dude already has, just in 2 years, I think if I'm not mistaken, I saw a trading card database, 12,000 cards. And I could be wrong about that number, but let's just say, it's in the double digits as far as I don't think it's 6,000. I don't think it's 8,000. I think it's at least 12,000 cards. And these are individually unique cards, guys. And excuse me if my numbers are wrong, but you can go and check yourself. But then you have somebody like, I don't know, let me think of somebody like Ozzie Smith or a Craig Biggio who played like the better part of 20 years, and they have like 6,000 cards, unique cards. You know, that tells you right there it is mass produced of these players nowadays. And if they're a hot player, they're produced even at a higher clip. I mean, so there is no way that the market is going to sustain this kind of production of these certain types of players. It's just not going to happen. And so I really like to caution people that, you know, collect what you want to collect, but be really careful about how you chase or spend your money, because you got to look at it like from a just purely economical standpoint is that even if you're not in the business of buying low, selling high, and you're flipping and all that, you know, sometimes like me, I'm a collector. I don't want to spend $40 on an Ohtani rookie card, whatever, put it in the fill in the blank, and then that same card in a year from now is like $2 because there's like a bajillion of them, and or, you know, the he falls through the cracks because he turns out to be not that great of a deal. And I know we all gamble in that way, but there's just so much out there now. It used to be, you know, 3 cards made of every player because of the 3 major companies, or 4, I say, with Upper Deck, and then a handful of insert cards. So you could go probably at the most, at the high end, a few hundred cards a year made of these guys, and that's probably being generous in a lot of years. And now there's like literally thousands and thousands being made of a lot of these players per year. And it's getting like just bonkers, just absolutely bonkers out there. And then to kind of piggyback that, Phil brought up something yesterday on my live stream that people are sending so many cards at PSA, like just common card bulk lots, that it's slowing them down to a point where people's cards that are like trying to get graded, you know, it's like 3, 4, 5, 6 months out before you get your graded cards back, because people just send in like everything under the sun and to get graded. And, you know, he made a good point that maybe it's something that him and JT talked about, that maybe PSA needs to, you know, for bulk orders, might need to start jacking their prices up some. You know, and I'm not much of in the grading world. I don't pay much attention to all that. But, you know, we all go to shows, we all go to shops, and sometimes it's just crazy. You go and look, and there'll be like some random, I mean, Wilson Contreras or, you know, whatever. I'm just thinking, like, I'm just trying to think of another player, like Andrew, you know, who else is out there? Howie Kendrick, there we go. This regular base card that they're trying to sell for like $10 because they got a 10 on it. And it's just like a card that you would literally spend not even a quarter on. And they're just like getting this random cards graded, and it makes like 0 cents why they're doing it. And, you know, I think it would slow down, it would stop people from like just sitting off ridiculousness. The sun's pretty bright, so sorry in advance. But it may cause dealers / collectors or whatever a second thought if they're doing these bulk orders and they're just sending in like ridiculousness, you know, just low end base cards, or low end, just base cards in general, low end inserts to get graded so they can hope they can try to make $5 off of a 25-cent card. But if they raise the prices, it may like stop some of that or slow it down to a bit. And I think that's true because, you know, again, I don't do that. I'm not into that world, but I do enjoy watching people get back their results. I know Mike Go does that a lot. Dustin Bellinger does it. And then, of course, the guys who get in on that, like Bob Lewis and Phil and, you know, Jeff, Bowman 51. So, I mean, a lot of those guys get into it. And they have their reveals, which is great. I like watching the reveals of these people, what they get. So anyways, but it's, you know, they got to wait forever and a day to get them back. That just sucks, man. You know, JT's another guy. I mean, it mind boggles me that you pay for a service and the service gets back to you whenever it can get back to you. It could be literally 3 to 5, 6 months down the road. In some cases, it seems like. And that's just not acceptable. In any other situation, let's be honest, in any other situation, do you ever accept when you pay out hard-earned money that they get back with you whenever they feel like it, whenever it's, strikes them as an opportunity to do it. And the answer would be no. If you needed somebody to come and work on your car, you need it done now. If you want somebody to come and work on your house, you want it done now. Now, I understand maybe they don't actually make you pay for it until it's ready to be sent out, if I understand correctly. So there is something said to that. But it's still ridiculous that you have to wait so long to get the results back. And, I just feel like it just makes no sense to do that. And that's one reason why, even if I want to do it, I just don't want to get into it, because I don't want to wait for myself to get back in 6 months or 4 months. That is crazy. I mean, if I can't get it back within like a month or so time, maybe 2 months tops, then I don't want to do it. And that wasn't a plug for Tops, by the way. Just, that's just the way I sushi roll. So anyways, those are some thoughts. I feel like it's a pretty untrigger-worthy video, but I thought just some of my insights. But to go back to the original topic, 2019, I would say 2017 and on, has been the new junkpocalypse. And we're seeing a whole new era of junk being produced, of these players that has no end in sight. Because every year now they're talking about this huge new rookie class, and they're just like, everybody tries to be like, oh, this new rookie class is going to be amazing. It's going to be so amazing. And Tops is like, oh, yes, it will. Yes, it will be amazing, people. We're going to make 5,000 cards of this one player in a 1 year's time. And he might be completely a dud, but we're going to do it anyways, because you guys are suckers and we'll buy the cards no matter what. We could put a picture of Luis Tatis Jr.'s poopy on a card and you all would buy it up. Buy it up. And so, that's where we're at right now. So guys, don't smoke the ganja. Don't buy Buffalo Head nickels. And whatever you do, don't buy GMC stock.